Greetings, this is another Sprocket video, and today I'm going to completely redesign this thing right here, the HGS 104-13. This is a medium tank, the 13th medium tank design I made, to be precise, and I mean it did not age that well. It certainly looks quite old, never mind the errors the game made when loading this older blueprint. So the basic idea behind this one is what if there was a Centurion-like tank with an oscillating turret and a 105mm auto-loaded gun in it. Yeah, that is something it did achieve. It is indeed that which I just described, but I think I can do a lot better than this, especially with the turret. This just does not look good. It is quite an atrocious turret design, so I really want to redesign this specifically. I'm more or less happy with how the hull turned out, so I'm not going to redesign it that much. So yes, on to the time lapse, which this time has a 20 times speed increase. So if you look at my previous Sprocket time lapses, they are sped up by 10 times. At that time I thought that 10 times speed increase was just the perfect amount of speed. You still get to see everything I do, and you don't have to sit through a one-to-one video of me just modeling for hours. So that was nice. And then recently, well, as of recording, precisely 3 weeks ago, a viewer requested a time-lapse video. Here is the comment, and you know, I thought about it, and I came to the conclusion that if I wanted to make a time-lapse video of tanks I put a bit more effort into, I would need much faster time-lapse, because if I work on a tank for 9 hours like this time, it will end up being over an hour long video, and since I sped it up by 2 times, you see that the video is 32 minutes long. So yeah, I think it was quite a good trade-off, and as it turns out, you can still see everything I do, except the thinking part that happens in my head. You can't see that for obvious reasons. Also, I usually start the building process by making the tracks, and then go on and design the whole front, starting from the lower plate up to the roof, and then moving backwards from there, and then I make a cutout for the turret ring, and then make a rough shape for the turret, and then finish up the rear of the hull and such. But not this time. The building process I just described assumes that I know precisely what I want to do with the turret. This time I made an oscillating turreted medium tank, and I don't have a lot of experience in oscillating turrets, so I basically just went on and made the turret itself first, which again is against my instincts. I usually wouldn't do that, but as I stated it, I am not that confident in my oscillating turret skills, so that was the most important thing to get right. And I didn't get it right for the first time. But I mean, I wasn't that far along the building process, so it was not a big deal to restart it. So yes, the oscillating turret was quite a challenge, but I think it turned out okay. Although the collar and the pivoting section attach very low to the turret ring, which usually isn't the case, but I mean it still works, so no complaints there. And you see me doing some extra work you might probably not understand, and most of that comes down to the finicky corners of Sprocket. So here is a small little illustration of a 90-degree angle. So you increase the thickness by a bit and you see that the corner here is completely empty. Usually you wouldn't be able to notice that, and you probably won't even think about such a thing, but if you make a heavy tank with a turret front which has such a weird angle and you get penetrated and you don't know why, it's probably because the enemy found this small little area where there's no armor thickness basically. And I do some extra work in order to bring one of the plates further backwards to cover that missing area. Yeah, that's one of the things I do as an extra work, just out of caution. I can't really think of anything else I would need to explain, so I don't know, feel free to ask some things in the comments. If they are unclear to you, I will make sure to try to answer everything as well as I can. So yes, I don't think I have anything more to say, so I guess enjoy the rumblings in the background. I don't know, listen to some music or a podcast or something. I actually don't want to use the music I used in my previous time-lapse videos because every single one of them got copyrighted, and yeah, I don't want to get copyrighted again. So yes, as I said, enjoy the ramblings and listen to music or a podcast or something. Alright, this would be the end product. I made a couple changes since yesterday. I'm recording this extra bit at the end of the video a day after I finished recording the time-lapse. So first change I made was removing the night vision equipment, because after some contemplating I came to the conclusion that it just did not fit the design whatsoever. So yeah, that is removed. I also thought that the bezel autoloader looked too flat. So I still think it looks a bit flat. This is still selected. I still think it looks a bit flat, but looking at the shells, you could probably realistically believe that this thing houses a machine that loads the gun. Previously, I think it was just too flat in order to fit a large enough machine in it. It's just a tiny bit taller, but I think it made a bit of a difference, so yeah, that changed. Also, no, this thing does not have a shell ejection port. I purposefully left it out. It just simply does not have fun. Yeah. Realistically, an autoloader like this would have one, but I decided against that, just as some sort of a random flaw in the design. And I am totally just not making excuses for forgetting something like that. Anyway, so next thing I changed is the gear ratios to basically optimize the speed this thing can go. So forward it can go up to nearly 51, and in reverse it's nearly 18, 17 and a half. Overall this thing is rather mobile actually for a 35-ton tank. And actually, armor wise it does not hold up very well. I mean 160 millimeters here, 140 here. The upper plate is only 180, 150. Well, this is actually the same angle and thickness as the upper plate, but since I look down on it, it appears to be much thicker. The sides are 75, so the side is actually really well armored, surprisingly, and the rear is 50, so overall this isn't a badly armored medium tank, aside from the turret, which is comparatively quite weak. And also, this thing has 14, yes, you heard that right, 14 degrees of gun depression. That is insane. Actually, it was supposed to have 10, but you probably seen it. I raised the gun up just a little bit, and I already made this dent in the collar, so I just decided that I just use it, and yeah, 14 degrees of gun depression. But you can't really go hull down because of the relatively poor turret armor, but I mean, it's not that bad, I would say. So yes, I think it looks great. My main issue with the previous design was... let me find it. 104.13. Here it is. So one of the main problems I had with the previous design was the just disgustingly tall turret. Like, it did not need to be this tall. And for what? It has the same gun elevation of 15 degrees, and it just simply does not pay off. Also, the turret is mounted way high up. So if you look at the new version of this tank, 104.13, you can see that the turret is actually mounted very low to the turret ring. So yes, here's the machine gun port, which I don't think I needed to make it like this. I think there was a way for me to make it a bit simpler, but I mean, it's there. What can I say? So yes, I guess that's it for today.